So now let's do the fourth question. They have given A dash and B matrix. Then we have to find out A plus 2B the whole transpose. So they have just given A dash, right? A transpose. So we have to find out the real matrix A. So let's do the transpose of A dash to find out A. So first row becomes the first column and second row becomes the second column. So this would be our A matrix. Now if you check, we need A plus 2B. So A we found out, and now we need to find what is 2B, right? So 2B is just 2 times the matrix B. So multiply 2 with every element in B. So you would get 2 times minus 1 minus 2, and 2 times 0 would be 0. 2 times 1 would be 2, and 2 2s are 4, right? Now we have to do A plus 2B, right? So now we have to just add both these matrices together. Minus 2 plus minus 2 would be minus 4. Then 1 plus 0 would be 1. 3 plus 2 would be 5. And 2 plus 4 would be 6. Now we have to just do the transpose. So first row becomes the first column, 4 minus 4 1. And second row becomes the second column, 5 6. So this is the required answer for this question. Now let's do the fifth question. So here we have to prove that AB the whole dash is equal to B dash A dash. So now let's do the first part of the question, right? So here A is this matrix and B is this matrix. So let's do the left hand side first. So we have to do AB, right? So A times B. So if you check the order of A, it has 3 rows and 1 column, right? 3 rows, 1 column, so 3 by 1. And the second one has the order 1 by 3, 1 rows and 3 columns. So the final order would be 3 by 3, right? So our AB would be 3 by 3 matrix, right? So let's do first row with first column, multiply 1 minus 1. So it will be minus 1. Then first row with the second column, 1 times 2 would be 2. Then with the third column, 1 times 1 would be 1. Then minus, now the second row, right? Minus 4 times minus 1 would be plus 4. Minus 4 times 2 would be minus 8. And minus 4 times 1 would be minus 4. Now the third row with each of the columns, 3 times minus 1 would be minus 3. Then 3 2s are 6 and 3 1s are 3. So this is our AB, right? Now we have to find out the transpose of this. Just interchange the rows and columns. So first row becomes the first column, second row becomes the second column, right? And now third row becomes the third column. So this is our left hand side, right? Left hand side AB whole dash. Now we have to find out B dash A dash. Now first let's find out what is A dash and B dash. A dash would be just transpose the column matrix to a row matrix and the row matrix to a column matrix. So now we have to do the multiplication, right? So again the same step, first row with each columns. Minus 1 times 1 would be minus 1, minus 1 times minus 4 would be plus 4, and minus 1 times 3 would be minus 3. Then 2 times 1 would be 2, 2 times minus 4 would be minus 8, and 2 times 3 would be 6. Now 1 times 1 would be 1, 1 times minus 4 would be minus 4, and 1 times 3 would be 3. So if you check both these matrices, they are equal, right? So the right hand side, it's actually equal to the left hand side. So thus we have proved that AB the whole dash is equal to B dash A dash. Now let's do the second question, second part of the question. So now let's do the second part of the question. So AB is now this matrix, A is this matrix and B is this matrix, right? So first let's do the left hand side as usual. So A times B first inside, right? So our A is here and B is here. So first row with each columns will give each element, right? 0 times 1 would be 0, 0 times 5 would be 0, and 0 times 7 would be 0. Now second row with each element, 1 times 1, 1 times 5, 1 times 7, right? Now third row with each column 2 times 1, 2 times 5 and 2 times 7. Now we have to take the transpose. So first row becomes the first column for the transpose, second row becomes the second column, and third one becomes the third column, right? So if you check, this is our left hand side, AB the whole complement we have thus found out. So now let's do the other part, the right hand side, B dash A dash. So first of all you have to find out what is A dash and B dash, right? So now here A dash is having one column, so it should have one row for the transpose, right? So 0 1 2. So B dash has one row, it becomes the column for the transpose. Now we have to do the multiplication of B dash and A dash. So first of all, what's our B dash, right? 1 5 7. What's our A dash? 0 1 2. Let's do the multiplication. First row with each columns, 1 times 0 would be 0, 1 times 1 would be 1, and 1 times 2 would be 2. Now second row with each element, 5 times 0 would be 0, 5 times 1 would be 5, and 5 2s are 10. Now third row with each element, 7 times 0 would be 0, then 7 times 1 would be 7, and 7 times 2 would be 14. So if you check, this is our right hand side, right? This is actually 14. So if you check the right hand side and the left hand side, both are having the same elements, so both the matrices are equal. So we have thus proved AB the whole dash is equal to B dash A dash with this example also.